Ladies and gents, welcome back. Politicians have always dreaded tough questions, but now they have an out thanks to Trudeau's new brand of politicking. If you don't like the questions that a reporter is asking you, you can, well, just ignore the question or perhaps even have the entire media organization expelled from your press conferences. This is what's going on in Canada, and here we have it in Alberta here. Keean Bexte, despite tweeting out an invitation for media to ask her questions, Rachel Notley's chief of staff has ordered me to leave, saying they won't entertain my questions. Should I wait for the ex-premier to arrive? Well, wait he did. And well, what happened next was, well, it turned into hilarity. True North reporting on this. Notley kicks reporters out of the press conference after criticizing Smith for limiting media questions. You can't make this up. Holy cow. Liberal NDP leader Rachel Notley had the police drag at least 2 reporters out of her Monday afternoon press conference. Keean Bexte, with a not very happy look on his face here, being expelled from this conference. Wow. Days after criticizing Alberta Premier Danielle Smith for limiting reporters to 1 question per media availability. She's not even giving 1 question to these people. The Counter-Signal editor-chief, Keean Bexte, was removed from Notley's announcement after attending to question the opposition leader about her candidate's history to defund the police rhetoric. I will be holding a news conference tomorrow to make critically important commitment to Calgary's future. I will take media questions, as I have done for 15 years as an MLA, nearly 9 years as Alberta NDP leader, and 4 years as premier and 4 years as opposition leader. That's a whole lot of years all put together. But here we have Keean Bexte. Well, we did a report on this channel not too long ago. He was asking Jody Gondek a question, to which, well, got a similar type response. It didn't get him kicked out of the press conference, but oh my God, her response is, well, how can we say it, breathtaking.
Question for Mayor Gondek, Keean with the Counter-Signal. Just a handful of months ago, you were fighting tooth and nail against increasing the police budget, and you were actively supporting defund the police rhetoric. I'm just wondering, when you realized that police forces were not optional, did it take, this random stabbings, wives getting stabbed, police officers getting killed, to realize that it was important to fund police departments? And how can Calgarians trust you when you flip-flop on basic issues like public safety?
So that of course went viral. The woman, Gondek, not even responding. This is supposed to be the mayor of a city, one of the bigger cities in Canada. Unbelievable. And this is, of course, Rachel Notley's response to, reporters wanting to come in and question. So it wasn't just her, but it was also, I believe, it was another organization that was kicked out of the press conference as well. Rebel News reporter Alex Dhaliwal was also removed from the announcement. The Canadian media outlet responded to the incident, writing, Notley accuses Premier Smith of dodging questions, but she removes independent journalists to avoid them being held to account. Now, a lot of these questions stem from the fact that the NDP had a lot of the defund the police rhetoric only a short few years ago. Now they're trying to get back into power. Meanwhile, there's a lot of crime coming in because of defunding of the police. Now, this turned into, well, of course, a big parody, and well, the hilarity ensued after this. Of course, with this video that's going viral now.
Thank you very much, and I want to make it very clear that I'm happy to take any questions from the media and any follow-up questions.
Remember that, it's important.
Thank you for your saying that you would take questions and follow-up questions.
I'm going to take that as your affirmation of openness and transparency when you're dealing with the media. Why has your party cut us off from receiving the NDP press releases and media advisories?
Something's fishy, Alfred.
As much as we have in the past taken questions from your bosses, your institution, we will not be answering questions.
What? I thought you said...
Happy to take any questions from the media and any follow-up questions.
That doesn't make sense!
Oh, wait, there's one more.
With all due respect, it's really not for politicians to say that we will talk to this people and not to those people, because are we not all fighting the same election, and are we not all in good standing with both the national and the provincial party? Your Saskatchewan wing of the NDP fields all our questions and sends us their advisories. Why won't you do the same?
So I'm happy to take other questions from folks.
You seen minutes earlier.
Thank you very much, and I want to make it very clear that I'm happy to take any questions from the media and any follow-up questions.
Rachel! Rachel!
Rachel, what are you doing?
How appropriate do you think it is, whether it's the Premier or yourself and your party, to choose which journalists can take questions?
Well, you know, as I've said before, and I said earlier today, clear that I'm happy to take any questions from the media.
That was a test.
Oh, unbelievable.
I
It's
was testing.
amazing.
They're not going to entertain your questions.
They're not going to entertain my
That's
questions.
right. So it's as plain as that.
That's the NDP position.
That's right. So,
I mean, the Premier took questions from me. So did the Mayor of Calgary.
I mean, what they do is their bailiwick, right?
What just happened?
Did they do that?
Happy to take any questions from the media.
Happy to take any questions.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. So this is what was happening on this. Now, this video was put together by the UCP from their actual YouTube account here, which amazingly has like almost no subscribers, but lots of views, probably from embedded links onto other websites. But you can always go check out the UCP's YouTube channel right there. Hey, look at me. I'm subscribed now as well. Now, Keean Bexte noting that this is the question that he wanted to ask Rachel Notley. You can be the judge. Is it reasonable? What is it worth them physically throwing me out? Notley question. So a handful of your candidates have openly called for and been responsible for police defundings. Calgarians, especially vulnerable women, are now paying the price of defunding the police policy. Do you think that anti-police messaging of Canadians like Draw Farrell will resonate with Albertans? Have they changed their minds about defunding the police? I mean, that's a tough question because it's a complete reversal of their position that they held, but this is actually the way things work. Now, Kirk Lubimov on Twitter saying Rachel Notley would not answer the questions from Western Standard, and Keean Bexte escorted out of the press conference like an NDPer, Jody Gondek, who turned her back on Calgarians and walked away. This is what's happening right now. This is unbelievable. I don't know how this makes them feel like they're eligible or gonna get any votes from people. It looks like people might be turning around and just saying no, I'm not gonna vote for politicians that won't answer tough questions. If they can't answer tough questions, well, how can they make tough calls if tough calls are called on them in their line of duty as an elected official? Now, here's the scene breaking. Rachel Notley has reporter thrown out of her press conference because I was about to ask her a question about the team's history with defund the police movements. And here's the video here.
She's welcoming accredited media, though.
Well,
so
I'll take
I don't
media
want
questions.
I don't want to split hairs here. So
I mean, the Premier took questions from me. So did the Mayor of Calgary.
I mean, what they do is their bailiwick, right? It's nothing to do with us, right? So you understand that. What they choose to do is within their purview. I'm just a messenger boy here.
I appreciate that,
but
I think that it's totally reasonable that I'm here.
It may very
do you
well
work
be.
for the party?
We're contractors. So
You're contractors. Security contractors to stop media from asking the ex-premier
I'm not
questions?
stopping anybody from asking anything. I'm just
Well, you
conveying
are
the
gonna,
message.
you are stopping me.
Well, push comes to shove. I mean, we can get into a debate here.
I don't want to
We can
debate
get
you.
into
I
a
want
debate
to
here.
ask a
I don't
very
want
simple
to. I don't want
question
to
of
get
the
into a debate
ex-premier.
here. All I'm saying, Keean, to avoid any hassle, is that they're not going to entertain your questions. So I don't
They're
want
not
to
going to entertain my
That's
questions.
Right. So it's as plain as that. They're not
That's
gonna
the
entertain your
NDP position.
questions. That's right. Okay.
That's right. Look at, did they have him in cuffs? His hands are behind his back anyway. And they're leading him out. A journalist. A journalist. You may not like what he writes about, but you can't just escort people from meetings like this. This is not public discourse. This is not how things should be working in the public arena. But this is exactly what is going on, and this is the push that the NDP are pushing in Alberta. Anyway, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. If you're from Alberta, who will you be voting for? Will you be voting for the NDP? Will Rachel Notley be on the top of your list on this one? Anyway, leave a comment in the comment section down below. We'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.